explain.
Big Shot! How you doing, everybody? Boffo the Bear here. It is time for yet another episode of Big Shot, the only internet game show hosted by me, a big blue bear. And we have a good game lined up for you today. 3 crazy contestants literally chomping at the bit. We had to have them put tongue depressors in their mouths. They were so excited about playing the game today. And here they are. Please welcome Kimmy, Mike, and Chris. Welcome to the game, folks.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
All right. Good to have you here. You know how this works. At the end of the show, one of our players is going to get a shot at our one big prize, which is a 5-day, 4-night trip to Cancun. And the putting contestants, well, they're eating. So let's get today's big shot going and meet our future champ, lunch, and dinner. Here is your first toss-up question. It's worth 50 points. Players, dead skin, dead organisms, or dead bacteria? Which one comprises most of the dust particles in your house?
Kimmy.
Kimmy.
Dead skin.
Dead skin is correct for 50 points. Well done, Kimmy. Here is your answer. You give me the question. You make a bet on the Super Bowl, then you have some of this in the game.
Oh,
Time.
potato
Mike or
skins.
Chris?
Chris.
Mike, I heard.
You had some skin in the game.
That is correct. 50 points for Mike. 50 points for Kimmy. We're moving on to question 2. Yeah, you get 3 seconds, Kimmy. 3 seconds. You got to answer quick because it's the internet. Yeah. Us boomers move really fast. You kids have to catch up. Here's the second question. This colorful mammal produces the biggest baby.
Chris.
Chris.
The blue whale.
The blue whale is correct for 50 points. We have a 3-way tie, 50, 50, and 50. Here is the second part of your question, Chris. David Lynch's 1986 colorfully worded film had this title.
Blue velvet. Oh, what
That
is
is
blue velvet?
That is correct. Another 50 points for you. Chris has 100. Mike has 50. Kimmy has 50. Let's take a little break here and find out a little bit more about you guys. We'll start with you, Kimmy. Where are you? It looks like are you driving Uber right now?
Actually, I just got my hair done. So, I just got done at Patricia Marie Salon. Now I'm just chilling in my car, just relaxing, and I want to win that Cancun trip.
Fantastic. What are you in? Are you in Los Angeles? Where are you?
No, I'm actually in Chicago. Go Blackhawks. Let's go.
Yeah, the NHL's coming back online pretty soon. Have you ever actually played hockey yourself, Kimmy?
Definitely in gym, and I might have bruised a couple of people. So I'm not afraid to hit hard and play dirty.
Yeah, that's the best part of hockey. Well, we're glad to have you on the program. You are well in the hunt here. Good luck to you the rest of the way. Mike, how about you? Where are you right now?
I am in Pasadena, California, in my new apartment, and realizing that I need to get some stuff on the walls.
Oh, you know, it's very minimalist. It's like the opposite of where Andy Warhol would live. And what do you do for a living, Mike?
I'm a writer.
Oh, wonderful. Well, hopefully you will write some correct answers and get yourself to Cancun. Last but not least, Chris, how about you? Where are you?
I am not copying Kimmy, but I'm also in Chicago, Illinois.
Ah, fantastic. And what do you do in Chicago, Illinois?
I like to do comedy stuff in my spare time. Yeah.
All right. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're spending a little bit of your spare time with us here today. Don't forget, at the end of the show, whoever is the champion will get a chance to play for this fantastic Cancun trip. Chris, you've got 100. Kimmy and Mike, you both have 50. Here is question number 3. Everyone's in. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Chris.
Mike.
Chris. I heard Chris.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob SquarePants is correct for 50. Here's the rest of your question. They've been banned from restaurant kitchens for over a decade. Time. Kimmy or Mike? Mike.
What is a sponge?
What is a sponge? That's correct. They harbor too much
Oh.
bacteria.
Wow.
You don't want bacteria. The card it's in the camera, you idiot. See, this is his contribution to the show.
I'm sorry, Boffo.
He writes numbers on a piece of paper. I know the numbers. You know what? You are just completely useless. Completely useless. What's the score?
Kimmy has 50, Chris has 150, and Mike has 100.
Kimmy has 50, Mike has 100, Chris has 150, is in the lead. Here is question 4. What 2 U.S. coins does the Treasury Department spend more to make than they're actually worth?
Mike,
Mike. I heard Mike.
that would be the penny and the nickel.
That is correct, the penny and the nickel, because they have copper and nickel, those very expensive, precious metals. Here's the second part of your question. Slot, arcade, and Marshall, to name 3.
Slot.
Time.
Chris.
Kimmy,
Kimmy.
Chris.
Slot.
Slot,
Oh,
arcade, and Marshall, to name 3.
Penny Arcade. What is Penny Arcade? What is Penny Marshall? What is Penny Slots?
Right, what is penny? Well done.
Penny.
Well done. Chris has 200. Mike has 150. Kimmy has 50. Just so you know, we're not just screwing around here. We've got a big prize. Big prize.
I know.
Have you ever been to Cancun, Mexico, Kimmy?
You know what? I might have. I don't really remember, as I've drank a lot on those cruises. So
Yeah, well, it's a totally different country. Here, let's see if this rings a bell. That's at the Ocean Spa Resort in Cancun. Someone's going there for 5 days and 4 nights, whoever is the champion of today's show. So let's find that out. Moving on to question number 5. After this question, point values will be doubled. So the pressure just keeps increasing. Players, where on tap shoes are the metal plates located?
Mike.
Mike, yes.
On the bottom, on the bottom of the toes.
That's correct.
The heels.
The toe and where?
The heel.
That is correct. Toe and heel is correct for 50 points. Here's the second part of your question. What the preacher yells as he slaps you on your forehead in a tent revival.
Be healed!
Heel is correct for another 50 points. We got a good game going here. Chris has 200. Mike has 250. Kimmy, you got 50.
I don't want to talk about it. Okay.
That's a good look for you. You could play center for the
Yeah,
Blackhawks.
I've definitely improved on my aesthetic for sure.
All right. Now, we are moving on to question 6 and 7, which means point values are doubled. 100 points for the first part, 100 points for the second part. Whoever wins this first round will go on to challenge the second place person in round 2. The person who comes in last will be unceremoniously kicked off my show. All right, here we go. Question number 6. What classic film starring John Travolta revolutionized disco dancing?
Mike.
Kimmy.
Boogie Nights.
What?
Boogie Nights. What is Boogie
Mike.
Nights?
Boogie Nights is wrong. Mike.
What?
Mike. Saturday
Oh,
Night Fever.
No,
Saturday
I'm an
Night
idiot.
Fever is correct. Yeah, Kimmy. Boogie Nights, no. Saturday Night Fever is correct, where he dancing on the floor with the floor lighting up. Oh, it changed the world. All right, that's 100 points for that part. Here's the second part of the question. King Arthur hung out with them at his big-ass table.
What are the Knights of the Round Table?
Correct for another 100 points, Mike. Well solved there. Mike's got 450. Chris has 200. Kimmy, here's the thing. You're steady. Steady at 50. You can still win. That's the beauty of this game. There's 200 points here. All you got to do is qualify. Here's our final question of round 1. Kills in a single leap, fornicates loudly, or fleet-footed? Which phrase is the Native American definition of jaguar? Kills in a single leap. Chris.
Fleet-footed.
No. Mike
Kimmy.
or Kimmy? Kimmy.
The first one, kills in a single leap.
That is correct for 100 points. Look at Kimmy coming on. She's making a charge. Kimmy has 150. Chris has 200. And Mike 450. Here is your second part of the question, Kimmy. You get it right. You move to round 2. You get it wrong, you can drive yourself home.
Okay.
It
Okay.
had-
Once again, just to repeat, the last answer was kills in a single leap, right?
That is correct. And make sure you use
Okay.
your turn signal when you answer this question. It has 366 days.
What is a leap year?
Correct. Honk your horn, Kimmy. You just got 200 points on that question. Well, 100 points in the first part, 100 points in the second part. Kimmy's got 250. Mike, you've got 450. And Chris, unfortunately, you were so strong early on. You have 200, which means you do not qualify to move on to round 2. But we hope you had a good time on the show, did you?
I had so much fun.
All right. Well, thanks for playing. And tell Chicago I said hello. I miss it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys. Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right. Thanks, Chris. Bye-bye. All right. Well, Chris is gone. And that leaves just Kimmy and Mike. Mike's got 450. Kimmy's got 250. So it's close. Anybody could win this game. This is round 2. And it's a list game. Players, you're going to take turns naming for me items off of one of 2 lists. We'll start with Mike, and then we'll go to Kimmy. You'll go back and forth, and we'll do that until someone either repeats an answer or doesn't say anything for 3 seconds, which means you lose and the other person gets points. The first list is worth 100 points. The second one is worth 300 points. And the final list is worth 500 points. Are you ready to go?
Let's
Ready.
go.
All right, Mike, we're going to start with you. You have 450. Kimmy's got 250. Here we go, Mike. Take turns naming for me, players. Types of soap versus cuss words you can say on network television. Types of soap
Ivory.
or cuss words you can say on television. Ivory, go.
Okay, Dove,
Irish Spring.
Downy.
Poop.
Oh no, I forgot the other list.
Time. You could
What
have
was
gone
on that
back and
list?
forth. Yeah, it was types of soap versus cuss words. But that's okay.
I was
That's
so
only
focused on the soap that I forgot about my swear words.
That's the fun
Did
part
you
of this
think
game.
poop was a soap?
Poop is not a soap,
It probably is.
unless.
Somewhere. All right, Mike, you got 550. Kimmy, you've got 250. Here's the second list. We're going to start with you this time, Kimmy. It's worth 300 points. So if you win this one, you're in a tie. Here we go.
Oh my
Players,
God.
take turns naming for me flavors of cupcakes or famous wars. Cupcakes or famous wars. Ready, Kimmy? Go.
Battle of Bataan.
World War II.
Battle of 1812.
World War I.
Vanilla.
Chocolate.
Strawberry.
The Prussian War.
Marble cake.
Red Velvet.
The Philippine War.
Civil War.
World War One.
Frenchman.
That's a repeat. He said
You
World
said
War
we
One.
the World War Two.
He said them both.
Said both.
He got the 2 big ones right off the board. Sorry about that, Kimmy.
You-
Yeah, he's a
You
World War
butt-
One guy.
you butt face. You're a butt face. That's a swear on network television.
Yeah, well, you're a pea brain.
No, I have a big brain. What are you talking about? I just
All right,
use
well,
it.
regardless of whose brain is bigger, Mike's got more points right now. Mike has 750. Kimmy, you have 250. Now, you would think that you're
I don't
screwed,
want
Kimmy,
about it.
but
Oh,
actually,
shit.
if you win this list, Kimmy, you will tie, and then we will play a tiebreaker list. So this is very, very intense. Mike, you win this. You're today's champion. Kimmy, if you win it, we have a tie, and you have a chance to be the champion. All right. This list is worth 500 points. You win it, you're the champion. Kimmy wins it, we got a tiebreaker runoff. It'll be very exciting. Players, take turns naming for me street signs versus signs of infidelity. Mike, we start with you. Street signs or signs of
Someone
infidelity?
else's panties.
Good one.
Okay, shifty eyes.
Lipstick on the collar.
Avoiding important conversations.
Condoms after a vasectomy.
Over giving gifts.
Green Street.
Suddenly changing your passwords on everything.
Yield.
Keeping tabs on the partner that you're cheating on.
Stop.
Gaslighting.
Having to stay at work late way too often.
I use
Okay,
that
well,
one.
also leaving the house early to avoid your partner.
Merge.
You say that you're going to the bar when really you're going to another chick's house.
Stop ahead.
You have the My Friend tracker on the iPhone on your partner, but you don't allow it on yours.
You know way too many signs of cheating.
Okay, well, I'm a licensed therapist, so that's that's why. All right. So another thing too is also you are deflecting.
Highway on ramp.
That was 3 seconds.
No, it's not a sign.
I'm sorry.
Nice try, though. It was close.
So we got a tie.
We got a tie. 500 points to you, Kimmy. You both have 750 points. It would say on-ramp. I don't think it would say, I've never seen a highway on-ramp sign, but it was a good try, Mike. I'm easily fooled. All right. Never happened before. We have a tie. Mike's got 750 points. Kimmy's got 750 points. Whoever wins this list will be today's champion and go on to play our bonus question for that trip to Cancun. Kimmy, we're going to start with you. Take turns naming for me, players, for the game. Members of the Trump family or nicknames for Satan.
Okay. Lil Nicky,
Old Scratch.
Ivanka,
Donald.
Jared,
Donald Jr.
Eric,
Beelzebub.
Baron.
Fuck!
Oh!
Wait, really?
Kimmy, what an improbable victory from her car. Wins the game. Unbelievable. What a come from behind victory. Satan claims another victim, Mike. Sorry about
Satan.
that.
Thank you, Satan.
In my defense, I was having a lot of trouble keeping in my head separate nicknames for Satan and the Trump family.
It's all
Yes.
synonymous and it's all
Yes,
Yes,
redundant.
one list. It's one list.
That's the humor inherent in that particular question. Yes, very well put.
Let me explain
unfortunately-
the joke further.
Yeah. Well, it
He
was
just
a
wants to stay on
joy.
the air longer.
It was a joy having you on the air with us, Mike. You did a great job. You almost won. Hopefully, you'll have a chance to come back in the future and play with us again. Did you have a little good time with us today?
Yeah, it was a good time.
Until the very, very end when Satan screwed
I'm
you.
gonna cry now.
All right. Well, you know what that makes Satan. Every teardrop is like a fresh drink of water for Satan. It makes him happy. All right, Mike. You're out. See you later. Well, Kimmy, unbelievable. You came from behind, and you had 50 points for most of the game, and you end up with 1250. Unbelievable tiebreaker. Your head must be spinning.
You know, I believe it was the great Aubrey Graham who once said, started from the bottom, now we hear.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
also Drake, if you're a boomer. And also, if you don't know who Drake is, you are truly a boomer.
Drake, the singer, the rapper, Drake.
Yeah, or, if you want to talk about the Penguins, we could talk about Drake Penguins.
Right. They also named a hotel after Drake, the rapper, in downtown Chicago, right on Michigan Avenue there. The Drake.
Yeah, I've been there.
Very famous. Well, now you are about to be famous. You're on the cusp of famoushood here, Kimmy. One question stands between you and a beautiful trip to Cancun for 5 days and 4 nights, right on the ocean at the Ocean Spa Resort. You're going to have 5 seconds to answer this question. If you do, you're in. If not, you can stay in your car. Here it is, your bonus championship question for today's Big Shot. His heart, his mother, or his testicles? In ancient Rome, what would a man testifying in court swear upon? His heart, his mother, or his testicles?
Honestly, I would say his testicles, because the Egyptians were kind of weird back then, I think.
Well, this is in ancient Rome, I'm asking you.
Oh, you said it's Rome?
Ancient Rome. Let me read the question again.
He's in Egypt.
Let me read it again. This is for the trip. I don't want you to be confused. His heart, his mother, or his testicles? In ancient Rome, what would a man testifying in court swear upon?
Great. Now I'm thinking it's either his heart or his testicles. You know what? I'm going to stand by it. I'm going to say testicles because I feel like they did some weird shit. Poop back then. They said some weird poop back then.
You said testicles. Testicles is correct, Kimmy. Unbelievable. You are going to Cancun, Mexico. Congratulations.
What? I need to get out of my car for this. Hold
Yeah,
on.
run around. Run around the street.
I'm going.
Get out of your car. Run around. Run around your car.
Oh my God.
You're going to Cancun, Kimmy.
I'm getting out of my car.
That was amazing.
Oh
Wow.
my God, is this real life?
Yeah, and you even made it more difficult than normal. I mean, even Italian guys today are always grabbing their package when they're talking, right? So that started way
Dude,
back in ancient
I
Rome.
do the same.
Yeah. Well, Kimmy, you were a fantastic contestant. I'm glad to see you're excited. I know you said earlier if you didn't remember you had been to Cancun or not, but when you get there, you'll remember. The ocean spa's right there on the Gulf. It's beautiful, and we hope you have a great time. Who are you going to take with you?
Oh gosh, how many am I allowed to take?
Well, two adults and two kids. So if you have two young
Two adults
friends,
and
you
two
can.
kids. So I need to kidnap 2 kids, and I need to find one adult who likes me. So that's gonna be a
Yeah.
very hard task, but I will do my best.
Thank you so much for being on the program. Congratulations on such an exciting victory. You surprised everyone, including yourself, evidently. You enjoyed that trip.
I think I'm the most surprised.
Thanks so
Thank
much,
you,
Kimmy.
Papa.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Bye-bye.
Also go
Wow.
Hawks.
Wow, how exciting is that? Kimmy, out of nowhere, she had 50 points most of the game. She comes on strong. That's one of the reasons this is such an exciting game. We play it here every Friday, right here on Facebook at 6 o'clock. If you want to be a contestant, all you have to do is go to our YouTube page and subscribe to our channel. It's real simple. We randomly pull people out of the subscriber base to play the show. Today, Kimmy was our lucky champion, and she is going to Cancun. We'll find out who it is next week at the same time. Until then, I'm Boffo the Bear, and you gotta love me. Big Shot!
Hey, it's time for the Big Shot game.
With Boffo.
Answer wrong and you'll get the blame.
Play Big Shot.
Hey, come on, play the Big Shot game.
With Boffo.
Answer wrong and you'll get the blame.
Big Shot.